What is the real money management that we should teach our kids?
Give them the right direction. Small things becomes big when the big thing is not known. As parents, it's your job to make them understand where do you work. Everything under the sun you can buy. There are fathers who are not able to give 3 times food to their kids. Have you ever seen a tiger creating a deer park for its cubs? Double income, no kids. There are many. The parents have done so much by giving birth, by giving them education, giving them the clothes, food, everything else, right? So that's super important. All these kids have to be taught the value of investing. You want your children to do well in life? Talk to them about all your problems.
It is said that if the foundation is strong, a building is strong. Even before a child is born, we start reading books about parenting. Today, we are going to discuss an important topic, which is money management with kids. I'm sure a lot of you are very concerned about how to teach money management to your kids. So today, I have with me the CEO and founder of Indian Money's Freedom app and also a father of 3 kids. Hello, sir.
Hello.
So since you are a father of 3 kids.
Boys.
Yeah, boys. First question is, how difficult is it to manage 3 boys?
It's very difficult. In fact, I've got 10-year, 6-year and 3-year-old boy. And it's too difficult. In fact, the best part here is, if it would have been girls probably, I think they would have had less demands. Boys, too many demands. It's very difficult to set that expectation clear. So I think initially I was seeing, my sons used to demand, the elder one used to demand, I need this, that. But when they realize that, okay, they don't really care how much of a demand we make, they'll only get us whatever they think are relevant, they've stopped demanding. In fact, these days, I think at least in the last 3 years, I don't remember when they made a fuss out of, like some demand saying, I need this at any cost. I've never seen, I don't remember. No, I've never seen them doing that.
But isn't it that because they are 3 now, so if one demands something, the other one thinks, I also need something now, he got this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you start honoring it, I think as parents, we have our responsibilities towards our children. Because it is not just giving them birth, we have to give them good life. So giving them good life is not about the assets we create for them or the wealth we create for them. It is the right values you teach them, the right education you give them the right direction so that they know life is so beautiful. It's such a big thing. Yes. And they start worrying about that part. Otherwise, what happens, they start worrying about the small things. Get me this ice cream, get me this toy, take me there. These small things becomes big when the big thing is not known to them.
So when it comes to topics like this is our culture, you should respect elders, you should do this, that. When it comes to money, the only thing that we were taught as kids was save money, don't spend all the money. But what is the real money management that we should teach our kids?
See, we do 5 things with money, right? We earn, save, spend, invest, borrow. Right from the, small age, you should teach them all the 5. I'll tell you, I was introduced to earning money right after my 4th standard. Yes. I started selling milk. My mom said, you give this milk to that nearby shop, I'll give you per liter 2 rupees. Give them that understanding. Like we do this at home even today, that you should earn money. For example, we give them on the weekend some work. You finish it, I'll give you this much money. Okay. Very important. I still remember. I used to tell my kids, even now I keep saying this to a youngest one, that, I go to work. I don't say that I run a company. I go to work and I have to work really hard. If I don't work there, I have a boss who will beat me. Because they have to understand that earning money doesn't come just like that. I still remember when my eldest one was very small, he used to say, Papa, get me this toy. I was like, I don't have money. Go to ATM. You can take money from the ATM, because he had seen me taking out money from ATM. I said, no, if I have to get money in the ATM, I have to go to office, I have to work very hard. If I don't work hard, my boss will hit me. And when I said this to him, one day he said, Papa, when I grow up, when I become big, I'll become a boss and I'll not hit you. So I think the point here is, as parents, it's your job to make them understand where do you work, how much do you earn, how difficult it is to earn that money. If you're earning less, why do you earn less? Who are the other people who earn more? Why do they earn more? Today, the problem with people is that their aspirations are being developed every day, but the capability is not developed. When you make them understand that everything under the sun you can buy if you develop your capability, then their priority will be to develop capability, not to demand silly things with parents.
So, as kids, most of us won't understand things like what is there to, go outside and do a job. How do we earn? Where does the money comes from? Who is paying the bills? Where is the house rent coming from? So, do we need to teach children that, what all we are doing and what all we are spending at and how expensive a certain thing
Absolutely. I
is?
think you should first show them your housemaid. You have a maid at home. Make them understand how much she struggles to earn the 10,000-12,000 rupee or 15,000 she makes a month. You have a car wash guy. In our apartment we have car wash guy who charges some 600-800 rupee per car. I think 1,000 rupee per car, and he washes about 300 cars every month. He has got some boys. All of them, they come at 4:35 in the early morning. They wash all the cars. How much they struggle. A milk boy delivering milk, he gets 50 paise per liter, 1 rupee per liter. How much he struggles in the morning. A newspaper boy. Problem here is we don't give them those examples. Once we start explaining them, people make money through all these means. Then automatically they'll understand, okay, if I have to earn more money, I have to develop my capability, intelligence, study well.
Be focused.
Yeah, and then the struggle of the parents. If father is giving me 3-time food, there are fathers who are not able to give 3-time food to their kids. Now what happens is, when you give 3 times food, you give them the dress or the school education they need or the other basic things they need. They think, my father is not getting me this costly toy. My father didn't honor my demand of purchasing this bicycle. Why do they think so? Because they think all other things are very normal. Make them understand, many parents have failed to get even those basics. When you don't make them understand the things they have got, like people say this, right, quite often, if you are fit and fine, you worry about things which you don't have. But people don't have a hand, they don't have a leg, they can't speak, they can't hear. They should worry, right? Similar way, make them understand the value of the privileges they are enjoying today.
Maybe to teach them how to be grateful and gratitude.
Correct. And how they got all those things. All those privileges they've got, how did they get it?
Yes.
They didn't get it just like that, right? So those things have to be explained to them. That's super important.
But when we talk about our society, there are all kinds of people, the middle class people, the rich people, the super rich people. So how does money management works in terms of different stratas of society?
See, I think when it comes to, all these 5 things we do, here it's just this, right? Whether you have 5,000 rupee monthly income or 5 lakh rupee monthly income, these 5 are same. It's earning. Whether it's 5,000 or 5 lakh, it's earning. It is spending. Everybody has to spend. Everyone has to save for their future. Someone may save 50 rupee a month. I remember people saving 50, 100 rupee per month also. We've seen it in our own home. Our moms used to save 50, 100 rupee in those boxes, the grocery boxes. Borrowing money. Someone may borrow 500 rupee, 1,000 rupee. Someone may borrow 1 crore rupee. It's borrowing after all. People investing money. We have seen it. Right? So it's common everywhere. So I think irrespective of what strata you are in. Many people say that you should not share your financial problems with your kids.
Yes.
They will become dull. They may not focus on studies. That's the biggest myth. That's the biggest myth. You want your children to do well in life? Talk to them about all your problems.
Financially.
Absolutely. It is super important. You are literally boiling in a hot water and you are not telling your kids what are you going through. And what happens then? They have no worries. They keep demanding. An auto driver's son demanding a costly 1.5 lakh rupee motorcycle is different from a software engineer's son or a good IT company employee's son or a business person's son who's earning 5-10 lakh rupee monthly demanding a 1.5 lakh rupee bike. There's a difference. When the auto driver doesn't share his problems, pain, his challenges, in the right way to his children, what will happen? He'll say, my father is not getting me this 1.5 lakh rupee bike. I've seen this happening very, often this happens. In fact, many people reach out to me saying, my son is not having food since 3 days. He's demanding this bike.
Yes.
How old is he? He's 18-year-old, 19-year-old. My son is demanding this bicycle. I have no money. He's not having food for last 2 days. I'm like, who is the reason? Even a 3-year-old boy or a 5-year-old boy understands if you explain something to them. If this boy who is so grown up, not able to understand that my dad doesn't have money to buy this and my mother doesn't have money to buy this, what does it mean? You have not shared your challenges with that person. This morning, I was talking to an employee of ours who's working from home. As you know, we have so many employees who work from home. This girl joined us about 19 days back for 15,000 salary. Working from home, fixed salary. In the morning meeting, we had all of them in the normal sales meeting. Then she started sharing her story. She has lost her father, only mother and the only child, this girl. Her mother works in 6 homes, 6 different houses as a maid. Some places she gets about 2,000. Some places they pay 3,000. So about 12,000, 15,000 kind of money she makes every month now. From that money, she raised this daughter. She gave her education till 12th. And she's managing all the household expenses. Now she dropped out of college and she's not continuing her education. She took up a job elsewhere. She was not getting paid well. So then she joined our company. Can you imagine this girl in 19 days of joining, apart from salary, she made about 50,000 rupee incentives.
Wow.
She took it up so well because she knows life.
The value of money.
Absolutely. And I was telling her that it is you who can change the fortune of your next 3 generations. You will ensure that no one in your family ever again will work as a housemaid. You are going to transform that. So I think what we need to make them understand is our children, what we all couldn't do, you can do it. We all have hope in you. Because that one person in every family has changed the fortune of that entire family for next 3 generations. You think about it. Dhirubhai Ambani's one decision, the Ambani family, the entire changed for many more centuries. One person's hard work, Sundar Pichai, just one boy who went, he changed it completely. So in fact, they make that kind of influence. What we need to do is make our kids understand this. We have to make them understand. So I wanted to cover up that other element you asked. We do 5 things with money. I spoke about earning part.
Earning.
Saving, how do you teach? The first thing you should do is, when you have a kid at home, even if the kid is 1-2 year old, get them a hundi, piggy bank.
Piggy bank. Yeah, my mother got me a piggy bank. When I was born, she kept a piggy bank. People would give money now when a child is born. She would put in that, and when she would give me money, she would say that, I give you 10 rupees, you put 5 in that.
Yeah. I still remember, this happened at my home as well. I made my sons to save money using that. Even today, whenever they go out for vacation and all, they come back, all their relatives, they give them money.
Yes.
And the first thing they do, as soon as they enter the houses, they go searching for the piggy bank. And they put all the collections into that. I think this is super important. I'll tell you, when my eldest son was 1.5 year old, I got him a piggy bank. I think when he was 4 year old, we bought a new house. When we bought the new house, just a week before the housewarming ceremony, we opened the piggy bank. We had about, 4,700. I don't remember the exact amount. Some 16,700. I don't remember the exact amount. We had that money in the account. It was about 6 years back when I bought this house. And we told him that we celebrated it. Literally with a celebration. We took pics, everything. And we told him that from your money, we are purchasing this new house.
Wow.
He enjoyed it. And then after a few days, we went out for shopping. He asked, Papa, get me a new piggy bank. I asked him why. He said, when this house gets older, we'll have to buy a new house. So get me a piggy bank. So it's the way we teach them these things. Then they'll automatically start doing it, right? So that's super important. So the next thing, saving is important. Spending. I'll tell you, if you don't teach them the right value of, the value of money and the value of saving money, they will start spending money on every damn thing. You have to make them understand. This is required, this is not required. Appa, this is too costly. No, we don't need it. Your child should tell you. And they will tell you this only when you teach them the money.
But when it comes to spending, I have a question. So, if you would know, these days there's a trend that parents themselves want their kids to have expensive things, branded clothes, and really new gadgets. If you would ever go to a store called Hamleys in any mall, you would at least see one child loitering on the floor saying, I want this expensive toy. What to do about this? How to teach kids that what is a necessity and what is a luxury?
See, I think first thing is make them understand our affordability. Where are we today? If you can't raise your child by telling lies about your financial position. You can't raise your child by giving lies. You have to tell them the fact. What's your current position? When you don't give them the current position, they don't understand that. So, probably demanding for costly things. You make them understand. This is something which I can't afford it. And sometimes you can afford it, but tell them you should not buy this. This is not relevant for you. This is not required for you. Like I keep telling my sons, I can get you this, but I will not get you this. What is necessary, I'm getting you. For example, laptop you need for your online classes, I'm getting you. He said the mouse in the laptop the touchpad is not working, I need a mouse. I said, I can get you a wired one. But he said, wireless I need. I'll get you a wired one, which is cheaper. Wireless one is costly.
Yes.
When you earn, you buy that. Only this much I can get you. I think some of these things, make them understand. Necessities, whatever is required, I'll get you. I'll tell you a best example for it. In fact, one chartered accountant visited my financial freedom workshop. He was a participant. He attended one workshop, and next time I saw him coming with his son and his daughter and his wife. I was like, good. So do you want to attend again? He said, yeah, I have brought my family. Then that boy, I think that time, this is about 2 years back. That time he should have been a 10-year-old. Then this chartered accountant started sharing his story. Can you imagine this man opened a bank account for his son when he was 6 months old?
6 months.
6 months old. He got his PAN card. He got the bank account opened when he was 6 months old. Then what he did intelligently, whatever the expenditures he was making for his son, he made through that account. So for example, it's my son. I want to spend some 10,000 for him. I transfer to that bank account. And from there I spend.
Okay, so from like every salary, one portion is for the kid and that is
so
transferred
that goes to that bank account. And he's so intelligent, while transferring money to that bank account, he transferred by saying, loan to my son. So in case, if that son doesn't remember what all he has done. Like I'll tell you, when I'm raising 3 sons, I'll tell you, even if I send them to very, very normal schools and colleges, if I don't put them into MBBS kind of degrees, or if I don't send them to foreign universities, I will need 1 crore rupee to raise one child. Least.
for like 10, 12 years till
Up to graduation with very basic colleges.
17, 18
If I have to send them to some best colleges, I will need 2 crore per child.
per child.
Yeah, just imagine how much we spend on that. This chartered accountant did that.
No, but then kids turn around and say, what have you done for us?
Absolutely.
That is your responsibility.
See, creating
to feed
asset
us.
is not the job of the parents. I'll tell you, all you need to do is, I was reading somewhere. Have you ever seen a tiger creating a deer park for its cubs? No, right? It will teach the cubs how to hunt. The tiger will not create a deer park and say that, okay, whenever you want, whenever you feel hungry, go there and eat a deer. No, they won't do that. I've never seen elephant doing that for its kids. It won't happen. But no, why are we doing it? Human beings. By doing that, we're making them weak. I literally started from zero. Of course, my parents, whatever they've done, they are, using it and it's theirs. I have no rights on that. I started from zero and I could do it. And many people who are like pretty big people. Today, if you see Gautam Adani, one of the richest person in the world, first generation entrepreneur, started from almost zero. How did he build it? It's possible. There are many such people in the country who have done it. So teach them those values. And the next thing is even borrowing. Like this chartered accountant example I was giving you. When you give money to your kids, make them understand it's borrowing. I'm lending you money. You have to pay me back when you earn it with interest. Or, like I've seen parents, they borrow money by paying high interest from outside people. But they don't tell their kids
That I
that
need money.
I borrowed money by paying interest.
Especially in India with girls. Like my father would never take any part of our earnings because we are girls. From my brother, he would still, if he's giving him something, he'll say, you are a girl child, I don't want your money. So this is, I think, now the trend should change because you educate the girl child equally as you educate the boy
See, I
child.
mean, see, my point here is parents have, what if they say that, I know a lot of people, they decided not to have kids.
Yes, double income, no kids couple. That's the
Double
term.
income, no kids.
No kids couple.
There are many. It was by choice. They decided not to have kids. Can you imagine they have a much better retirement fund today?
Yes, because they saved all the money.
See,
that
now
they
tomorrow,
could have spent
when
on
I
kids.
am old, I'm 65, 70, I'm not earning money. I've spent all the money for my children's education. Now, why should I beg money from them for my retirement? Yeah? I have the legal right, legitimate right to ask them. So they should pay me. They should give that money back. Right? I mean, I've done the right job in the right time. So I think anyway, we can't make it too transactional here. But the way here is, I believe no parent is expecting their son or daughter to take care of. They are also very independent and they have that confidence. They will take care. But the point is, at least these children should know that their parents have done so much for them by giving birth, by giving them education, giving them the clothes, food, everything else, right? So that's super important.
In all your financial freedom workshops also, you teach about all these things. What part of salary should be used for which thing? So to kids, what can we teach in terms of, for example, if we are giving, 1,000 rupees a month, a pocket money to a kid, what do we have to teach them? How to, spend it, save, what amount, what percentage?
See, I think when they get money as pocket money, what they should do is, I've done this in my life. I had to go to a school from my home. It was about 9 kilometers. My dad used to give me money for bus charge. I used to go by walk.
9 kilometers.
9 kilometers by walk. It used to take about literally an hour, and we used to walk, and we've done it. Of course, we were very small. We were enjoying that time. And I used to use that money to, in my piggy bank, I used to save that money. And I used to buy a lot of stuff using that. And I used that money to start my first venture, a brick factory. That was my investment to start my own brick factory. So I think all these kids have to be taught the value of investing. Like Warren Buffett started investing when he was, I think, 13-year-old. He still feels that it was too late. Teach them the importance of investing money. Probably they can put their money into mutual fund SIPs. In case if they don't want to open a separate bank account, PAN card and all that thing, let them open the account in the name of the parents and start saving 500,000 rupees in a mutual fund SIP. Every morning they wake up, they see their money has gone up, their money has gone down, they feel good about it. They start learning investment. Mutual fund SIP is the best thing to do. Worst case, do bank RD. Bank RD, the best part here is all these online apps of all these banks, they give you interest credited to your account every day. That makes you feel good. Every morning you see your money has grown.
And you can invest 500.
Absolutely. So teach these values to kids.
So I think all our life we just think that we should just make our kids cultured. We never think about making them financially intelligent.
Financially wise, very important.
So thank you so much for all these insights. To all the viewers, I know that by now you know that you really need to teach your kids how to earn money at a very tender age also, how to save money, how to spend it, how to invest it, and how to borrow it as well. Well, if you have liked this video, do share it with your friends and family, all of your friends, because either they have kids or they are going to have kids in future. And if you want us to speak on some other topic, comment below this video and tell us. And if you want to do a course on money and kids, download the Freedom app. The link is in the description of this video. It's a very informative course where all the parents will get to know how to manage their kids with the money. Yes, how to teach money management to their kids. So there are a lot of other courses also of such kind on our app. You can download the app and see for yourself what suits you best. On this note, we'll see you in another video. This is your host Sugandh Sharma signing off.